A lot of people rely on their assistant manager during their FM saves, and you can actually get them to do a lot of things in the responsibility tab for you. I use this quite often. And I also, myself, take the advice of the assistant manager in almost every single team talk that I do. So it's pretty important that you've got a good right-hand man. So I thought I would bring you today a list of 10 assistant managers in the game, 10 of the best assistant managers in the game. This is actually the best by rating as well. These 10 have the highest rating as an assistant manager for non-player attributes. And that is actually found in the actual editor, the same way that a player has 200 up to 200 for player ability. The non-player attributes have up to 200 as well, and these 10 assistant managers have the highest rating throughout anyone who can be an assistant manager. So you may find that these attributes on the assistant managers might not have exactly what you desire in regards to maybe a certain aspect in training, for instance, but in general, these are the best around. So before we look at this really quick list, because we're going to breeze through these rather quickly, follow the Twitter, join the Discord, follow me on Twitch for some live streams. Let's have a look at 10 assistant managers. We start off with Rue Ferrari, who is actually Jose Mourinho's assistant manager for a number of years. You can see the clubs that he was with from 2002 all the way to 2018 with Jose Mourinho, and they fobbed him off to be a manager himself. He has some great attributes in some good coaching roles. He also has some bad attributes for assistant manager in judging player ability and potential. Again, like Rui, this man doesn't have a club, so you can approach to sign him immediately, Peter Herman. He is, however, 68, so his days are numbered in the game, but he does have a lot better judging player ability and potential. He's also really good at coaching. Man management, though, we've seen better, but Peter Herman, you can pick up, and he's a very good assistant manager. I'm pretty sure I've had him before in the past. Well, this is awkward because we also have Jose Mourinho's current assistant manager, and I think it's easy to say that he picks good men for his assistant manager roles. This guy, although he doesn't have the best judging player ability and potential, man management, I mean, we can see here, this is highlighted for assistant manager. I don't necessarily use that as what I search for. I like to have a good coach. I like to have good motivator because I use them to pick my team talks. This is just the highest rated, remember, okay? So you might never find these players when you filter them because you're going to be filtering higher for what the game suggests. But this is down to their current ability. Another man who's employed, the Italian Giovanni, 48 years of age, some really good aspects in the coaching, be quite a good and attacking coach as well. Half decent attributes, man management, and judging player potential. Also, always check the reputation as well to see if they've got a good reputation. I don't know whether it makes too much of a difference when you're signing players, but when you've got high reputation coaches and high reputation scouts and director of football, head of youth development especially, I think it kind of makes a difference. An FM favourite for years now is Brian Kidd. 71 years of age though. He finds himself at Manchester City, so he's done quite well. He was at Portsmouth for a bit of his career, Sheffield United, as you can see, 71 years of age. But he is very good. All the great attributes there to be a good coach and a right-hand man assistant manager. Right, watch me nail this. Peter Krawietz. Oh, just so talented. He is a coach that you can find at Liverpool. He was also at Borussia Dortmund and Mainz, which means he has followed Jurgen Klopp like a bad smell. He is just a coach and a head performance analysis, but he is also a very good assistant manager on this game. Very good at coaching. There isn't really anything that he's bad at. So, Peter, he's good enough for anyone, really. If he's good enough for Klopp, he's good enough for me. Jesus Perez now is an assistant manager without a club, and that can be yours. He was Pochettino's assistant manager, and you can pick him up quite easily now, he will probably want in a club viewers. He was actually Poch's assistant manager throughout Poch's whole career as a manager, following him from Espanyol, Southampton and Spurs. So, give him a club. What's weird about this next man on the list is he's actually a director of football at Dynamo Moscow. Now, he is also a world-class assistant manager, and if you manage to prize him away from Moscow, you've got yourself a really good coach there as well. Look how many greens there are in the coaching ability. Fairly good mentals and knowledge as well, so tactical knowledge of 19, do not ignore that down the bottom. Or maybe take his advice if he has some, take it. If you manage to get him away, anyway, and there's a name, by the way, I refuse to try and pronounce. I'm really sorry, because I will offend every Bosnian that has ever lived. To be honest, I've probably offended every other nation that I've been naming on here anyway, so might as well have just tried it. Herman now is a head of youth development and an assistant manager, which to me means that he is a very busy man. At 66 years of age for Bayern Munich of all clubs, and he kind of can do it all. As a head of youth development, he's perfect, to be fair. But as an assistant manager, he is also exceptionally good, and he can even do it on the training pitch as well if you want to give him even more jobs. So if you manage to pick him up, phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. And finally, last but not least, is weirdly the actual manager of Bayern Munich. And that is because he was an assistant manager for quite some time in his career. And of course, he was the assistant manager at Bayern Munich, took over in a caretaker role, did such a good job last year. Now he finds himself in the permanent job. And we've all seen his success in real life, of course, winning the Champions League and doing a phenomenal job about it. Turned a very poor Bayern Munich side into the world's best team, it must be said. He can also be a very good number 2 if you manage to prize him away from Bayern Munich in the not-so-distant future. Some great man management, motivating, and he can judge a player as well. So Hans-Dieter Flick is the final name on this list. So there we have it, viewers. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's useful. Maybe you picked someone up. Let me know down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video and it was helpful, then please leave a like. That would be fantastic. And subscribe, because we have some more really handy tips coming in the future. Goodbye, and see you next time.